Hello, hyperspace. My name is Davontos, and it's time to get hyped because this is some beastly Shiva gameplay in that giant snow level map that I forgot the name. So let's get straight on to this discussion now. There's a lot of things floating around the internet, some of it game-related, some of it not game-related. So let's get straight on to the game-related things and see if we have time to get to the stuff that's not game-related. So, first things first. The Call of Duty community, like it always is exploding with anger on how broken this year's Call of Duty is, which is Black Ops 3. Now, the community is raging at Vandahar to a point where Vandahar is making statements saying that he's probably going to leave Treyarch after Black Ops 3 finishes its run. And something about that, I mean, you guys play Call of Duty, you guys say it gets worse and worse each year, so why you continue buying it? I mean, if you see that little twinkle of hope in next year's Call of Duty 2016, if you have a little twinkle of hope, just try it out. Don't buy it. Just rent it, or you know, go to a friend's house and play it. And if you don't like it, then don't buy it, and you won't have to rage about it. But these fans, they're asking Vandahar to like buff these weapons and nerf these weapons. They, like, for example, one of them that keeps popping up is the ICR. They're saying like, "Hey Vandahar, you gotta buff the ICR." And you know, Vandahar is saying like, you know, I don't want to buff it because everything in this game is completely balanced. And even though people say, "Yo, the CUDA's overpowered," or like the VMP is overpowered, it's not overpowered. It's just how it's being used. The CUDA is not overpowered. If the CUDA is actually very standard for a submachine gun, it has a standard magazine, standard range. The thing that makes the CUDA seem overpowered is the CUDA's accuracy, which is pretty much one of the best in the submachine gun category, right next to the Razorback. And same thing with the ICR. The ICR seems like it's overpowered because it's so accurate, but if you actually go by the numbers and the damage and stuff like that, the ICR is literally, I think, the second weakest assault rifle in Black Ops 3, right next to the HVK. And that's what Call of Duty is doing. They're trying to give us a very balanced game, that way people won't be, you know, upset about it. But the thing I've been noticing throughout the years of playing Call of Duty is they will always find something to complain about, as every human tends to do. Now, we can go back, let's say, all the way back to the Black Ops 1 days and Modern Warfare 2 days. Back in Black Ops 1, people were saying, you know, "Hey, yo, the FAMAS is overpowered. We don't want it here." So Vandahar fixed up with the FAMAS in Black Ops 1, and he basically made the FAMAS function exactly how the Vesper functions in Black Ops 3. And now people, well, back then, people were saying, "Yo, the FAMAS is broken. Black Ops 1 is no fun no more." So, and then come Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 was seen to be one of the best Call of Duties in Call of Duty history. The Modern Warfare series. Memorable game. And people were saying, "Hey, the Modern Warfare series is broken. We got these quickscopers who quickscope you from point blank or across the map, and there's nothing we could do about it. Fix this." So the guy who was in charge at the time was Robert Bowling, and he tried to fix it a little bit. I don't think he really succeeded that much, but he tried his best to fix the quickscoping issue to a limit. And it was still very, very possible to quickscope. People were still pulling it off, and everybody was still saying, you know, not David Warner, who am I saying? Robert Bowling is like, you managed to fix the quickscoping a little bit, but we're still not satisfied with it. So then we come down to Black Ops 2, I believe it was, or Black Ops 1. And they completely removed quickscoping from the game. I think it was Black Ops 1 that you couldn't quickscope. They removed it from the game, and now that people were complaining that quickscoping is a hassle and it's a headache, so come Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, they remove quickscoping completely. And now you get people saying, you know, like, "Hey, we want quickscoping back. It is no fair. We want to have fun with the quickscopers." You see where I'm coming? These people just find something to complain about. I mean, Black Ops 3 is the most balanced Call of Duty in the game, because you can quickscope. But if you want a quickscope, you're going to have to use the locus, and if you're going to use the locus, you have to make sure you hit them from the chest up, which gives it that quickscoping challenge. Now, don't get me wrong, you still get those guys who master that quickscoping technique, but it's very difficult to master. And if you're running around with, let's say, the SVG, and you try to quickscope with the SVG, you're going to get taken down a lot because it's a slow-handling sniper rifle. So they put the quickscoping in there for the guys who like it, but they give them a challenge so it's not overpowered. And it's the same thing for the shotguns. Oh god, don't get me started on the Modern Warfare 2 shotguns. But everybody was complaining about the Modern Warfare 2 shotguns, like, this is not a shotgun, this is like a pump-action sniper rifle. And, well, come Call of Duty, if you look at the range to the shotguns in Black Ops 3 compared to Modern Warfare 2, it is a huge difference. It's colossal. And now people in Black Ops 3, they're starting to say, yeah, these shotguns are useless. The range is, for that I just run up to somebody and punch them in the face. The range is so bad. What's the point of using a shotgun if your knife is gonna perform better? So, it's people just find these weird things to complain about. I think it's all based upon how you use the gun and how you operate your playstyle. If people are complaining that the Weevil is too big, I mean, Weevil's too big. Weevil's not too big. If people are complaining that the Weevil is too weak, I always thought that statement was false. That hashtag buff the Weevil thing that was floating around, I personally thought that was completely false because the Weevil has always been my favorite submachine gun, and I beast with the Weevil. And the reason I beast with it and how I beast with it is because since it's so supposedly weak, you have to play it stealthy. You have a weak gun, a lot of ammo, play it stealthy, you can take out a lot of people unseen, no problem. Then you got a powerful submachine gun like, let's say, what's one of the powerful ones, like the VMP, which is, you know, it's not so stealthy, so you can just charge in there and, you know, guns blazing, take everybody out. It goes the same thing with the assault rifles. You know, you got a powerful gun like the Man of War, you can just run in there and rush and take everybody out. But then you got the weaker ones, like the HVK, which you have to be more cautious about. And people are using guns like the Weevil, and instead of taking it stealthy, they charge in there. And then that's when they run into those issues, and then they say buff the Weevil, because they're not using the gun as it was intended to be. And that's basically about it. Find the right gun that suits your playstyle, and you'll see that the balancing is easily noticeable. But that's the end of the gameplay here, so if you liked it, punch that like button with a mighty force. You can follow me on Twitter at Davontos Man, and remember, harness the power of positivity and never give up. And as always, I'll see all of you in my next video. Have a nice day!